so October, first quarter or first month of Q4 was our best month all year profit wise for us.
Okay.
And it was because I shut off all ads and I just went all organic. And when we started the month halfway through, now we're at 54%, but we were at 76% close rate at one point there. And which is nuts. Yeah. It's and you look at like, what's the fastest way to grow a business? If you were to take your close rate from 35% to 76%, it's like that was really what I think exploded us in October. But like you had said, I was doing my P&L with my bookkeeper beginning of November, and it was so funny because usually marketing is 20% of our ad budget or our budget every single month, our amount of cash that we collect. And last month it was 3%.
Wow.
So it was just like, and so all of that
increased close rate, decreased spend rate,
just all of that just dropped to my bottom line.
Right,
and I was just like, and even, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I even had to then call my tax planner in my family office because I was like, hey, what we were planning on our end of year profit, we need to adjust this because this was a huge month for us. And usually I spend this much on ads.
I don't want to get raped come April.
Exactly. Yeah. And we're trying to we make plans before the end of the year. And so it was funny how kind of all of that worked. But yeah, it's so the two interesting studies that also kind of back up everything we're saying here. Number one is the General Social Survey, which is the longest person-to-person trust study done in the world, shows that right now in the United States, we're at the lowest point of interpersonal trust in the last 40 years, with the majority of people saying that somebody else can't be trusted, right? Rather than can be trusted. So you have a lot of people, and that's obviously exacerbated by ads, right? Which is everyone thinks ads are scammers and they're immediately their guard is all the way up, right? And so you have that working against you if you're trying to acquire clients through paid advertising. And then the other thing is Google came out with a study, this is a few years ago, but it's called the 7-11-4 rule. And they identified that on average, it takes 7 hours of content across 11 touch points in 4 different locations to turn a stranger to a buyer. And so
7 hours?
7 hours of content exposure. So what we and it's like, remember, it's across 11 touch points in 4 different locations. So it can't just all be ads. It can't just be a video sales letter. It can't just be an email sequence. It can't just be a YouTube video or a podcast. If you want to compete in the coming landscape, it needs to be a blend of it. And you need to have a system around. You need to be able to put it out there and have somebody hit 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they don't even know that they're in the middle of this kind of invisible funnel. So I think that to your credit, you had said it a second ago, but I think that in the coming 1 to 2 years, those that don't realize this and start investing into making changes to this now, and slight changes, right? It doesn't have to be insane. I think they're going to be either out of business or really struggling in the next 48 months.